Hey, welcome back to the channel. We are back with another first impressions video where I try a new fragrance that I have not tried yet and just give my first impressions, my first thoughts, notes I pick up, that type of thing. Today, I am really happy because the time has finally come that I am trying Mancera's Red Tobacco. This is a fragrance that has been on my radar for years, and for whatever reason, I just have not smelled it. Mancera's Red Tobacco is probably, if it's not first, it's second to none other than Mancera's Cedrat Boisé as being the probably most hyped, most talked about Mancera fragrance ever. To say that I'm excited to give this a try finally is an understatement. I have Corey to thank, my subscriber Corey. Thank you, Corey, so much for supporting the channel like you have. He sent me a decant over. Some have said the opening of this is really harsh and really tough to get past, but the dry down is incredible. So I am going to give my opinion, let you guys know what I think of it just based on first impressions, and I will give it a wear this week and talk about it a little bit more in depth in my weekly wears video, and in the future probably do a comparison video with this and some well-known dupes. So stay tuned for that. But let's jump right into the scent. I'm going to try it on skin. Actually, I will try it on strip first, then try it on skin and let you guys know how it changes. I'll let you know what the notes are. And ultimately, if I like this one, let's get into it. All right, so here's my first sniff of Mancera's Red Tobacco. Okay, so right away, I am picking up somewhat of a chemical undertone to this. Very strong, very potent smell overall. But I am picking up some other notes. It smells heavy on spice, which is, actually wasn't expecting that right off the bat. I know this is sort of a tobacco focused fragrance. Obviously, tobacco in the name. So I guess I was expecting more tobacco right off the top, but what I am getting is a lot of spice. It could be cinnamon, nutmeg, drier spices. Not a lot of sweetness here. Now, keep in mind, this is off of the strip. When I smell things off of the strip, they don't necessarily have a lot of depth to them. It's more difficult to pick out notes, but I do like to see how much it changes from the strip to the skin. Whenever you get an opportunity to do so, always test on skin. It's a little bit woody. I know there's some oud in here. I can't specifically point to oud, but that chemical smell is subsiding already, and it's becoming a little bit more of a medicinal smell, which is probably coming from that oud. Typically, when I smell a scent this strong, it has amazing performance. And with that strength, with that initial blast of strength, you're going to get not the best smell, in my opinion. A lot of fragrances that are beast mode or, last a week on close, they don't necessarily smell great in the opening. And I think this might be the case here, but already it is settling a bit. I'm picking up some more ambery, vanillic nuances to this. So it's rounding out and it's smelling pretty good. So I am going to try this on skin. I think that is going to tell the real story here. So let's get this on skin. I'll take a look at the notes and see how much it changes. So the notes for Mancera's Red Tobacco, top notes are cinnamon, oud, incense, saffron, nutmeg, green apple, and white pear. Mid notes are patchouli and jasmine, and the base notes are tobacco, Madagascar vanilla, amber, gaiac wood, sandalwood, white musk, and Haitian vetiver. So a massive shopping list of notes. So let's see what I pick up from the skin. This is, as I said, going to tell the real story about what's going on here. Whoa, okay. Now I'm smelling that tobacco and heavy medicinal oud. Immediately, what I'm picking up much more off of the skin is way less of that spice. It's there, but I'm more of those vanillic, ambery tobacco notes that are in this fragrance. I'm also picking up some of those other woods, the sandalwood. It's adding a slight creaminess to this, a little bit musky. Very strong scent. I'm really curious. I'm going to give this one a little time, and then I'm going to jump back and tell you guys how it's dried down, only because this opening is potent, and it doesn't smell the best. There's a lot going on. It's not really cohesive. So I get it now. I understand why that is a criticism of this fragrance. It's going to aid in the longevity. It's going to aid in the projection of this. So there's give and take, and there is drawbacks to having a really strong performing fragrance. I think this is one of them. I'm going to take a break, jump back in a few minutes, and let you guys know how this changes.
A few moments later.
All right, guys, so it's been about an hour since I've sprayed this on skin. I've been sniffing it, and what I find is that this settles into a really nice tobacco heavy, slightly resinous vanilla fragrance. So, and woody, very woody. I'm getting all the woods here, the sandalwood, the gaiac wood, that oud, the medicinal touch that was so pronounced at the start of the scent has subsided significantly. So what you're left with is essentially a really nice, cool weather, tobacco-based fragrance. The name is apt here. Even though I didn't pick it up off of strip, I'm getting far less spice off of my skin at the moment. An hour into this fragrance, far less of the spice that I was getting off of the strip. What I'm really picking up mainly is the nutmeg in here, because it's reminding me of like baking with nutmeg or cooking with nutmeg. So it does have a slight gourmand feel in that sense. And when I say gourmand, a lot of people think sweet. This scent really is lacking a lot of sweetness. I don't get a lot of sweetness. It's not a bad thing. The vanilla here just adds this sort of richness to it and the softness in the dry down. It's not overly sweet, which I like. I like this ambery take on tobacco with this slight resinous feel there. And in terms of the quality of the fragrance, it smells in line with Mancera's quality. I think you can get this probably right now. I'll link it down below for around 70 bucks, definitely under 100. And I think at that price point, it's worth it. But it doesn't smell of excellent quality. It smells of decent quality, which is typical of a Mancera. This is a niche fragrance. What you're definitely getting here is an interesting tobacco-based fragrance. Ambery, perfect for the cool weather. I think situations that would be ideal for this would be something like a casual night out. I wouldn't dress this one up per se. It's pretty casual in my opinion, but it's elevated in the sense that I think this can really work for a more mature guy as well. And if you want something a little bit more of an interesting night out fragrance that's not overly sweet, like every other night out fragrance right now, this might be one that you want to look at. And ultimately, if you're a fan of tobacco, this one does a fantastic job of it. It's sort of vanilla flavored cigar or something like that. That's kind of what I'm getting from this. Yeah, I personally like this one. I think it's really nice. I know this one gets compared to things like Parfums de Marly's Carlisle. I do see the comparisons there. However, I think the Carlisle is a much better quality fragrance, just based on my memory of it. Obviously, I'm not comparing it here, but at the same time, I'm liking this one. I see why this appeals to a lot of people. This had a lot of hype to live up to, and I think this is probably gonna change even more on my skin as I wear this throughout the day. I am gonna wear this as my scent of the day, so I will definitely report back to you guys and let you know ultimately my final thoughts on this one in my weekly wears video. We are approaching 10,000 subscribers, so if you are not subscribed yet, please subscribe to the channel. I'm so amazed that I have close to 10,000 subscribers and we talk about fragrance on this channel, our passion. This is fun, and I appreciate all your support. Corey, thank you again for sending this my way. And I would love to know you guys' thoughts on Mancera's Red Tobacco. Drop it in the comment section down below. But until then, have a great day, and I will see you in the next video.